right, and welcome to your friendly video for sentence classification. I hope you are having a good day, and I want to go over a couple of things for you, and then you will work on the worksheet, which I have left because we kind of sort of started it, so I will make sure that those are left for you to work on. So today, we are going to be starting a new concept, and we tried to start this last week and kind of ran out of time. So first of all, let's review a little bit. We've had sentences before the children played in the yard. We asked the question, who or what is the sentence about? Obviously, it's about the children. Then we asked the question, what is the subject doing? And we find out that the children played. So we're able to find the two key pieces of a sentence, the subject and the verb. Now I've placed the subject noun and the verb up here for you, but I've also put the other pieces that you know, the article adjective, and then our prepositional phrase pieces. That you are very comfortable with. But this is Unit 1, and we are going to move on to Unit 2. And Unit 2 does introduce a new concept. It introduces the direct object, which is also a noun. Remember, our subject is a noun. But remember I told you that nouns were kind of like your mom, that they can do all kinds of things in the sentence. And so here is another example of a noun jumping and doing a different kind of job. This noun, the direct object, usually, and I say usually because we know the English language has all kinds of funky rules, but it usually follows the verb. So now let's take a look at it. We have an example here. The boy ate the potato chips, and it's getting close to lunch for me, so maybe you're getting close to lunch and you're hungry. The boy was hungry, I guess. So the boy ate the potato chips. We ask all of our same questions. We're just going to add a new one. So first, we want to say who ate or what was the boy doing? And we know that our answer is boy. We want to ask, what did he do? We know that he ate. But here is our new question. We want to ask, he ate what? And if we can answer, he ate what? Then we have a direct object. And we notice he ate chips. Again, I've already mentioned that those are nouns, but hopefully he's only eating nouns. I haven't really thought about that. So here's how we label it. Article adjective, subject noun, he ate, verb. Another article adjective, and then our direct object, which is chips. Potato is going to be an adjective here. So our new question is, he did what or he ate what? He baked what? If we can answer the what question, we have a direct object. All right, one more thing. In a sentence with a direct object, it has a verb that is called a verb transitive. A verb transitive means that it's moving its action across the sentence. You can think about a baseball player moving the baseball to home plate, nice straight line. A verb transitive is moving, it's kind of like pitching, it's moving its action to the direct object. So we have to put VT, V/T for verb transitive. Now, a verb transitive, the easiest way to find it, it is something that you can see in your head most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time it is something you can see in your head. And so we are going to mark that consistently with a VT. And we have to clarify that because There will be some other kinds of verbs that we will clarify later. All right, now I want you to try. In a sentence with a direct object, the verb is called a verb transitive and will be marked with the VT. On a scrap sheet of paper, please find the verb transitive and the direct object. You can actually use the whiteboards if you want to grab those, but hit pause on the video and go grab your scrap piece of paper or your whiteboard. And I want you to write each of the sentences, so make yourself enough room. Write the sentences: the chicken ate grass, the cat chased the mouse, the giraffe ate leaves off the roof. And I want you to label those with the subject noun, the verb transitive, and the direct object. Of course, any article adjectives as well. So hit pause, and then when you can't come back, we'll take a look at them. All right, if you're back, I assume that you have finished what I asked you to do. So we're going to go through and check them below just to make sure that you know what you're doing here. So the first sentence, the chicken ate the grass. So article adjective, you guys know that. Chicken, who was eating the chicken? What was the chicken doing? Verb transitive. The chicken ate what? And there is our direct object. So you should have put do over grass. In the second sentence, and it looks like on my nice little PowerPoint, I have 3 number ones. That's not what I meant to have, but we'll go with it. The cat chased the mouse. So we want to ask the questions. What's going on, or who is chasing? Well, it's the cat. So we're going to put subject noun over it. What did the cat do? The cat chased. And then the cat chased what? And we put direct object over mouse. Then in the last sentence, which should be number 3, the giraffe ate leaves off the roof. So who or what is eating? It's the giraffe, subject noun. What did the giraffe do? The giraffe ate. So we have verb transitive. Ate what? Leaves. We have a direct object. Now you'll notice there's a prepositional phrase dumped in here, and prepositional phrases still work the same way even if there's a direct object. They can come anywhere in the sentence. So here we have one at the end. Off is the preposition. The is an article adjective, and OP is the object of the preposition. All right. Now what I would like for you to do, you're going to actually work through most of this worksheet, but you are only going to do sentences 1 and 2. The reason is there's a couple things that I want to show you for 3, 4, and 5. You can take a look at them and maybe circle the whatever you think it is I'm going to show you tomorrow. But take a look at them and see if you can predict. But with number 1 and 2, I want you to pause the video, and then I want you to complete 1 and 2, and then we will go through and check the answers. So hit pause, and I'll see you in a second. All right, if you're back, I assume you're ready to deal with sentence number 1, which is the children drew pictures. So just like always, we're going to ask who or what is this about? And we know that it's about children. We put subject noun over children. Then we're going to ask, what are they doing? Well, we know they drew. So we're going to put verb transitive over drew. Now notice I put VT. Then our next question, see if you can remember what it is before I click the slide. The children drew what? And if we can answer that question, then we have a direct object. So I put my DO, and then of course the word the would have A over it. Okay, let's take a look at the next sentence, which is very similar to this one. So it just shows actually that you can add lots of words and phrases to a sentence, and it gives it more information. It makes it a heartier sentence. So for an hour, the children quietly drew pictures with their new crayons. We're going to ask the same questions. Who or what is this about? And we know that it's children, and I've already put subject to noun there. Now the second question, we still want to ask, what are those children doing? And we know that they drew. So in a second, we're going to put verb transitive, but we also want to ask the other question. The children drew what? And it's pictures again, the direct object. So here is all of that labeled. And I labeled one new thing, and that is the adverb. How did they draw? It's an ly, so we know it's an adverb there. So there's all of our questions. Who or what? What did they do? What did they draw? And finally, how did they draw it? Quietly. And that's where our adverb comes in. But out of curiosity, you're probably thinking, but what do I do with all these other groups of words? Well, just the same as we've always done. You notice there's other groups of words. We need to do something with those words. And I'm hoping that you recognize that they were prepositional phrases. And here's how you should have labeled them. We have a preposition, article, adjective, and object of the preposition. Let's go back here. We don't use "and" very much, but it also is an article, adjective. We put our jail cells around the prepositional phrases. Then let's come down here. With their new crayons. Preposition. Here we have the triple crown. Possessive. Whose crayons? Theirs. Pronoun. There's a pronoun. And adjective tells us whose crayons they are. So PPA. And then article, adjective. And then object of the preposition is crayons. So hopefully you got all of those right. All right. Now what I'd like for you to do, you're going to look down at, it says sentence work, and underneath it, there's mess. And if you remember last week, we did an editing exercise, and I want you to basically do the same thing here. It's mostly fixing capitalization and punctuation errors. So hit pause, and when you are finished, everything that you think you're supposed to do, then I want you to click on the answer slide and you can check your work. This paper should be turned into your substitute, and we will finish it on Wednesday. So hit pause and get busy. All right, if you're back, you should be ready to make the corrections on your sheet. And so go ahead and do that, and then you will be finished with this presentation. And I will see you on Wednesday.